The Hawksbill turtle is what most would describe as a majestic creature of the sea, growing up to 150 pounds and 35 inches in length. Named for its pointed and narrow beak, the hawksbill is primarily located off the coast of East Africa, the Caribbean, and various reefs. Its diet consists of things they can find around the reefs they live near: shrimp, squid, sponges, and anemones. What they eat is a major reason why they are so important to the environment and the ecosystem they inhabit. They reduce the number of sea sponges that are present on the outside of the reefs, allowing the other reef dwellers to be able to feed on what lies below. They also provide a source of income and economic value through tourism. People will travel to where they are naturally found and located to see them, which provides jobs in the tourism industry for locals and boosts the economy in these places. The hawksbill turtle is also critically endangered. They face a variety of threats such as rising sea temperatures and sea levels. They are also majorly threatened by the illegal wildlife trade and often unlawfully captured and killed so that their shells can be sold or bought by trophy hunters and poachers. The rising sea levels and temperatures are detrimental to the hawksbill turtle. Both of these issues are causing the loss of habitat and making their still existing habitat unlivable or unsustainable to stay in. The rising sea levels are causing coastal erosion and coastal lines disappearing. The National Ocean Service predicts we will lose up to 7 feet of our coastline by the end of the century. This has a direct impact on the hawksbill turtle population. Without the coastline and beaches, they have nowhere to lay their eggs. And when there are only about 8,000 nesting females left, if there's nowhere to lay their eggs, that number will only decrease. The rising sea temperatures are also causing damage to the reefs they live near and feed off of. Many of their major food sources are located on these reefs, and with rising temperatures killing and decreasing the size of these reefs, it creates food competition. Many of their major food sources are located on these reefs, and with rising temperatures killing and decreasing the sizes of these reefs, it creates food competition within the species and with other species that rely on these reef dwellers for food.
As the damage that has already been done to the shores cannot be reversed, humanity has to take action to prevent the birthplaces of the hawksbill turtles from disappearing. This problem ties into climate change, which is being addressed by limiting and reducing emissions. There is no easy solution because it will take a major change and time. There are various advances working towards a cleaner world, yet without changing society's ways for the better, our planet will change for the worse.
In today's world, poaching and trophy hunting is a considerable threat to many animals. The immense amount of animals Americans specifically bring in each year poses a huge threat to our natural ecosystems and those overseas. It's predicted that humans have killed over 9 million hawksbill sea turtles in the last 180 years. The hawksbill in particular is attractive to poachers and customers alike because of its shell. The interesting pattern and its ability to be sculpted and used for many projects make it very popular. The turtles are still being hunted despite their trading being banned over 20 years ago.
One interesting solution recently being tested by scientists to prevent poaching is DNA mapping. DNA mapping is a process where scientists DNA test live turtles and products made by their shells. If they were able to trace back from the products to where the turtle it was made from lived, they can identify which turtle communities are at high risk for poaching. This is a technique we have also used in the past to prevent poaching on rhinos. This is only a step in the right direction because once the poaching hotspots are discovered, a plan must be made for catching and punishing the criminal.
As these marine creatures are disappearing from our waters, this poses a threat not only to the marine ecosystems they're a part of, but to humanity and society as well. Without these turtles, the reefs they live on will become overridden with surging algae and reef dwellers that will prevent other fish and species from utilizing the reefs as a suitable habitat. Their decline will also affect humans. It will have an indirect effect on the fishing industry. The decline of the reefs due to the loss of the hawksbill turtle will have a major effect on the surrounding marine life and the food chain, which will cause a further loss of other marine species, which will cause the fishing industry to deteriorate and many people will lose their jobs.